So there are a few things I wish I had known before I went natural, and I'm like here with my hair right now. I'm about to pre-poo it, so I thought why not pre-poo on camera, show you guys how to do that, and share these things with you, as well as my natural hair journey. I used to be relaxed, and I want to show you some pictures and just how I used to style my hair and all of that stuff. So, and let's get started. For those of you who are new, my name's Sarah, and I post lifestyle, hair, beauty, self-care, all of that, as well as travel. If I could get out of the country, I would post a lot more of that. We're here. We're doing this hair because it has been in some cane rows for the last week, which has been a great little protective style for me while I was at work and doing all of that good stuff. For those of you who don't know, I started a 6-month challenge, so if you're interested in that, click on the playlist to see what's going on there. But I'm going live once a month during the challenge to do a little breakdown of what I've been doing for the last month, as well as a length check. So if you're interested in that, check it out. How are we pre-pooing today, you ask? I got my little glass bowl. It has olive oil and coconut oil. I'm already going right into the tips already, guys. First tip. The oils I use in hair are not the oils that you have to use on your hair. These are both amazing oils, but you don't have to use them. I'm also pre-pooing with some conditioner this time around. I usually either do one or the other, but today I just feel like doing both, so. That's the second tip. You gotta experiment, you gotta try different things. You're not gonna know what's gonna work for your hair if you don't try. Huh? Huh? Oh, by the way, this is heated. I heated in the microwave for a little bit. I know it's not the best way to do it, but I ain't about that double boiler life when I want to get this thing done quick. So I literally just give it a quick nuke for like 10-15 seconds and then it's out. I examine my scalp just to see, you know, how much buildup I got in the week. You know, it tells me a lot about my hair. I usually section it a little smaller because I don't like to do big sections. I like to take my time and give each section of my hair the love and attention it needs, especially if I've had a lot of or a setback in an area. If you're new here, I have a little setback here at the front. That's okay, we're working on it. It grew almost a full inch last month. I then, as you can see, I have no comb, nothing. I just go through my hair and use my fingers gently to take out any loose shed hair, right? Do that first. All right, get that out, see? See that? Yeah, okay. For you newbie naturals, this doesn't need to be saturated, okay? You're just making your hair wet enough so it can really, you know, take stuff. And I'm, again, doing the same kind of thing, splitting it apart, going through it. If it needs more water, then you put it on. You do what you gotta do. Like, you gotta learn from doing. There's a time when I only use certain oils, and there's a time when I soar away from certain oils, and then I learned, okay, well, I can use these oils, like coconut oil, for example. I can use it, I just can't leave it in my hair. I have to wash it out. Use the pads of my fingers, hold my hair taut, and then kind of, yeah, give myself like a little massage, just breaking up any grime or dirt or grease or anything that's on my hair. I used to put so much oil on each section. Now I just kind of get my hands a little whatever, and then same thing again on the scalp. Try to get in there. Little praying hands if you want to. Make sure you get the edges. Especially if you put edge control or gel on your edges a lot. I do that quite a bit. Loose, like a pretty loose thing. When I get to the end, I take some more oil and just put it on. Tip to learn before you go natural. Learn about your hair's porosity. Your hair's porosity is how your hair takes in and retains moisture, okay? And moisture, if there's one thing we know, moisture or lack of it is the killer. Because there's a lot of things that I got away with when my hair was relaxed that I cannot I just can't get away with anymore being natural. Like, it's just, my hair looks at me like, really? That's what we doing? Yeah, it's just not having it. So moisture is so important. You got low porosity, high porosity, and then medium porosity. Low porosity just means that your hair is a little bit more stubborn when it comes to accepting moisture into it. It usually needs something to help the cuticles open up, like heat or steam. And then once you do that, then you're able to get the moisture into your hair, water, you know, the products that are water-based into your hair. Now, everyone is different, so if it works for you, then keep doing it. Do you, boo-boo. But if you're noticing that when it's time for you to put your moisturizing products into your hair when you come out of the shower or whatever, well, if you're noticing that you're not retaining any moisture, that could be one of the problems. So think about it, okay? Okay, darling. What do you think about that? Oh, you see all the gurus and everything, and it's not that they're wrong, but when you don't understand that just because your hair texture or hair type is the same as someone else's, it doesn't mean that what they do with their hair, the products they use, or the way they use them is going to work for yours. And the only way to find out is to test. Test, test, and test again. Low porosity hair also doesn't really like thick products too much. I have been on a journey during this growth challenge so far, learning more about my hair, even though I've been natural for a while now, but I've been learning a lot, and I've been realizing that my hair does better with the thinner products. So there's a lot of creams and jellies and all these different things that I was using, but I stopped. And I've actually started just going towards making more of my products, because at least that way I know exactly what's in it, and the things that I need I will be getting because I'm putting them in there, right? So understand that low porosity hair typically can't take a lot of thick products. It's better to use more water-based thinner products. High porosity, on the other hand, water gets in quite easily, you know? It's just like, party over here. Water molecules are just coming in, but they come out just as easily. They need thicker products. Again, like I said, this isn't for everybody. You may be a high porosity girl and recognize that you don't need thicker products. I don't use a comb, a brush, any tools like that during my pre-poo. Prior to this, yeah, I used to use the comb all the time. I felt like I was constantly having to detangle my hair. Like, I was detangling it before I washed. I was detangling it after I put in the first conditioner. I was detangling it for the deep conditioner, and then detangling it again. I was like, really? Am I supposed to be detangling my hair this much? Like, I detangled it already. So I came to realize a few things. My hair needed a trimmy trim. I know. You're probably thinking, no, I was hoping she wouldn't say I had to cut my hair. Listen, sometimes you gotta let some things go. Those things that are no longer serving you. Yeah. If your dead ends are holding the rest of your hair back, you need to let them go. One of the signs that you may need a little dusting or a little bit of a trim is your hair tangles up even after you detangled it. Another sign that you may need a little trimmy trim is your styles. You do everything right, but they just don't look right. When when you pull them out, they don't look right. So you get frustrated, you think something's wrong with your hair because you look at all the gurus and their hair looks like this, it's popping, it's great. Basically, throughout high school, throughout elementary school, I was natural. My mom cut my hair really young because she just couldn't manage it, and then I just kind of grew up, and eventually, like we all did, can't wait to get that relaxer, right? So I got a relaxer. I think this might have been grade 8. I think I was in grade 8 when I got my first relaxer. Yeah, because it was before I moved to Jamaica, and I moved to Jamaica after I finished grade 9, so. Okay, so yeah, and then I did a lot of braids. My hair was pretty long my hair got like just past shoulder length while it was relaxed. But again, I didn't know how to take care of my relaxed hair just as much as I didn't know how to take care of my natural hair. So at the end of the day, if you don't take care of it, I don't care how manageable it is, it's gonna break off. It's gonna, you know. So I stayed relaxed, but funny enough, I did a lot of natural-esque type styles, like braids and stuff. As I got a little older, I was doing sew-ins, or it wasn't about frontals back then, it was a sewing. Good old sewing. And I moved back to Canada, and I got my hair cut once and she botched it. I hated it. I got bangs. Yeah. I like curly bangs on me, but I've never seen like, unless it's like that side sweep. That side sweep looks nice on me. So I got bangs. Then, oh, you remember when Rihanna went Good Girl Gone Bad? I loved that like inverted cut that she did, and I was like, yes, I want that. So I got that cut. I'll insert a picture here of that. I rocked that for a while, and then that's when I actually got onto YouTube and started finding all of these natural hair people, like Natural 85. She was probably the one that I watched the most, because during that time, this was back in 2009, 2008 or something, she was just starting her natural hair journey too. So it was kind of nice to see someone with short hair and who's trying all these things. Watch how her hair continue to grow and flourish, and it was actually her that gave me that initial like push to go natural. And then one day I was just in the shower and I got tired of my hair and I cut it off. I was planning on transitioning, you know. I researched it. I said, yeah, maybe I'll transition, because when I was relaxed, I didn't have to get a relaxer often. My hair is very soft. My texture seems to just cooperate. So I could go like 2-3 months without a relaxer and you wouldn't really be able to tell. And when I did relaxers, I did the mild one. I continued to just grow it out. I did lots of different things with my hair. I did micro, I did my own starter micro braid locks. I literally took 7 days. Every day I just came home from work and braided my hair in the teeny tiniest braid, locking my hair. Because I fell in love with sister locks. I quickly realized, okay, I can't afford sister locks right now. I kept those in for about 1.5 years, and then I got tired of them. And it's not that I got tired of them per se, but I wanted to have like this sense of what my hair could be like in its natural curly state, and it be healthy, and me wear it out in like the way I wear out like my wash and goes and stuff. Like I want my wash and go to get to the place where it's like down here, whatever, after it dries and everything, it'll still be like here, you know, as a wash and go. And I just wanted to experience that with my hair, and I knew that if I locked it, it was gonna be, as it grew, it was gonna be harder and harder for me to walk away from it. So I was actually ready to just cut it off. But then of course I did some research. Do your research, guys, do your research. And I saw people pulling theirs out. And again, I told you my hair is very soft. It didn't even lock. In that 1.5 years, my hair did not lock. And I was interlocking it to upkeep it. I don't know if it was every 6 weeks or every 8 weeks. I can't remember how often I was doing it, but I was interlocking my hair. And I remember when I pulled them all out, at that point, this was, I think it was 2014, going into 2015, I don't know. My hair was the longest it had ever been after I pulled out 1.5 years old micro braids. That is when I realized that if I want my hair to grow, I need to leave it alone. I need to put it in a style and leave it alone. That was the first instance that I realized that that was the case. Rocking my natural hair for a while. I had some setbacks though, because I had tried texlaxing, because I was just having a really hard time with this natural hair thing. I loved my natural hair, but at the same time, it was just so frustrating, because with my relaxed hair, you do a style and it just stays. it stays for a really long time, but then with my natural hair, I do this nice style or do this nice braid out or twist out, and then the humidity hits it and it's a wrap. Like, the first day it's great, but after that, like, and I just didn't want to be that person doing my hair every single day. There was one style that I've always wanted to do that I'd never done, and I said to myself, Sarah, if you're gonna make this happen, now's the time, because if you continue to grow your hair, once it gets to a certain point, you're gonna have a very hard time cutting it, right? So I said, okay, this is gonna be the last time I cut my hair. So I big chopped again. I big chopped my hair when it was armpit length. No, it was mid-back, and then I did a trim, not thinking that I was gonna chop it off like literally the week later. I did a trim, and it kind of, I needed the trim because it had been a minute. I think it brought some of my hair back up to armpit length. Then, yeah, I just continued to grow it out. I fell in love with head wraps after that. Woo! The head wrap was a godsend. I love them, I still do, but pro tip here, be careful with any protective style you do. Any style. It doesn't matter how great it is for your hair. If you're constantly pulling your hair in the same direction or causing tension on a certain area all the time, you are leaving it more susceptible to damage. So just remember that. This is the reason why I got literally this hair here that you see that's so short. It used to be 2 or 3 bald patches right here. That's from me constantly wearing my head wraps right here. And the tension right here. Same thing in my crown for the times when I wore my head wrap here. So learn from my experience. I've been natural since then. I haven't put any more chemicals or anything like that in my hair, and it's just been a beautiful journey. And this growth challenge is really making me learn more about my hair as well, and I hope it helps you guys too. So yeah, like, now that this is pre-pooed, yeah, but those are like some of the tips that I wish I had known. The hair porosity thing is a big thing. You need to learn about that. Like, if you don't know anything else if you don't know anything else, but you go and research about natural hair porosity, whew, that is a game changer right there. I'm telling you, do it now. Go do it now. The video's done, go do it now. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna leave these links here for all of these great playlists so you can watch my natural hair playlist, as well as the growth challenge playlist, so you can see what's going on there. And if you want to join, we still got 4 months to go.